Welcome back to CityLine. We are in my kitchen, and by the power of Zooming, we have a chance to talk with Noel Corin. He is the General Director of Tacoma Opera. Welcome into my kitchen, Mr. Noel.
Well, thank you for inviting me. Your kitchen is lovely. I particularly like your backdrop there.
Isn't this great? This is the artist. His name is Leo Adams, and he was a art teacher at Eisenhower High School in Yakima, and his
Oh,
work is very, very sought after. So I thought I had to zhuzh up my background because I had one of my fellow thespians on. So I'm glad you like it, Mr. Noel.
very much,
Yeah,
very much.
my
Yeah.
dear, how is Tacoma Opera coping with COVID and therefore the closure?
Well, like so many other arts organizations, we've shut down. I had to cancel our spring opera, Iolanthe, which is a delightful family operetta. And, we're hoping that we can do it again in the fall. We don't know yet. Nobody knows anything in these days. So we're all working from home and trying to come up with things to do in the meantime. And that's what we're doing right now. We've got quite a few little projects in the works, and I'm hoping to get a chance to talk to you about them.
Well, let's kind of segue into that. I was telling you that I watched the Met Gala virtually,
Yeah.
and it made me think: is Tacoma Opera planning to do something for the public during this closure?
Well, not live. We're obviously not going to be able to do anything live, but we are trying to do some things. We're we're just initiating a program for Mother's Day or the Mother's Day weekend called Operagrams, and we are employing some of our local artists, a long-time local artists that are Tacoma Opera favorites, and we're going to be doing little visitations to people that want to have an operagram. Someone come to their front door with social distancing, of course, and they'll turn on their phone with a little accompaniment on it, and they'll sing an opera aria for you.
Oh my God, I am in heaven. I am going to send this link to my daughter because I would probably fall apart and cry if I got an operagram.
Hey, you can find it on our website, and which is www.tacomaopera.com. And yeah, we're just getting it set up right now, and hopefully we'll have it done by my Mother's Day. We can't think of a better way to kind of, since gifts for moms and anybody right now are so hard to come by, we think this would be a great little touch for folks. Yeah. So
Oh,
that's one thing. That's one thing that we're doing. Another thing that we're doing is we're going to be putting some of our archival videos, opera productions online, and that's we're getting that set up, and that's coming along pretty soon. We got a lot of little live videos that are they're not really fully cogitated yet, so we don't really know what they're going to be. But then we've also got this a coloring contest. I know we want to talk about that too, because that's going right now. And so that's something for kids. It was started as a, well, it's kind of a wacky idea. It's about an opera loving octopus family. I
go
know,
on.
I know. What in the heck does that have to do with opera? Do octopi have to do with opera? you know. But at any rate, we thought we'd just kind of do something that's wild and wacky, and our board president actually came up with this idea, and he knows an artist, and she did some marvelous illustrations that we can send out to people, and I can download them from our website, and the kids can color these, and then take pictures of them and send them back in. And the idea behind it is it's a little bit of a way to connect STEM projects, science, technology, engineering, and math with the arts a little bit. So it does a little bit become like a STEAM project, I guess that's what they call it now. At any rate, the Octopus family, they love opera, and the kids, I can't remember now. I don't have. We can't really do it justice because I've got some of their pictures right here that the artist drew, and let's see. There's Opal, and I don't know what. It's a whole family. Let's see. There's Opal, and so far she likes The Marriage of Figaro the best, and she wants to be a marine biologist. And then there's Owen or Oliver. I'm sorry. He's too young to like opera, but he wants to be the first octopus in space. It's totally silly, but for us, it's a gentle way to get kids and families educated a little bit about opera, and while also promoting some of the other things that go on in life, like the STEM projects, science, arts, engineering, and those kinds of wonderful things. So that's going on now.
That's incredible, because one could think about opera and think most children who would want to color would not be interested in opera. But you and your team have found a beautiful way to bridge that gap, to educate, and also to help out our parents who are homeschooling and wanting to fire those coworkers, as they call them. So good on you for being an outstanding co-parent during the time of COVID, because I know I live in a neighborhood full of children, and these parents are searching for anything that will get these children's attention, but still teach them.
Oh my God, parents are going crazy right now because, the kids are at home and they're climbing the walls. And so, this is just something to to help out the parents, but also to, give a gentle learning experience for, the arts and opera, and as well as, the marine biologists of the world and that kind of thing. So, so that's fun. So those are some of the things that we're doing. I particularly love the operagram. The live operagram idea, and I'm very excited about getting that going. So
So Noel, when are you planning to have the company start performing again?
Well, we've got to be optimistic, and before we started learning everything about this virus situation, everyone was thinking it would, be here for a month and a half and then it would disappear and it would die. Well, we don't know about that anymore. But nonetheless, we still have to plan. And, we've been planning our season. We've got 3 operas that are ready to go starting in September now. We were originally going to move Iolanthe, our spring opera, into the fall at the end of October. But, with the possibility of this virus reappearing, we're now going to move it up to mid-September. And so that is the plan. And then we have that's the Gilbert and Sullivan production. And then we're still hoping to be able to do our grand opera, our big opera in the Pantages Theater in February. And that's going to be The Masked Ball by Verdi, a great opera, one that's really not done all that often anymore, but it's an incredible opera. And the last time it was done in this area was 2002. So it's been almost 20 years since it will be 19 years if we get a chance to perform it. So we're excited about that. And then we are doing Orfeo ed Eurydice, or Orpheus and Eurydice, in the spring, which is one of the most influential operas that was ever written. It was written in 1762, and it was it was called a reform opera because it was an opera that rediscovered the story of how to tell a story in opera. Because up until that point, we were doing all these stodgy old, well, the operas weren't very interesting, to be honest, at that point. And this one brought opera back to life. And it paved the way for all of the great operas from Mozart to Verdi to Puccini, Wagner. It led the way. It started the change. And so that was great. So, we're planning on all of these things. God only knows if we're going to be able to do them, but you got to plan.
Yes, you do.
I just won't let the plan go through, as you say.
Yeah, exactly. Now, in these last 3 minutes we have, I want to talk about financially how you are doing and what you need from our community.
Well, we, of course, like every arts organization right now, we just need everybody's support. And that's crucial, because without the support of the people, the arts are going to die, and we don't want that. So I always consider that the arts are the lifeblood, the soul, the poetry that keeps our souls alive, and that's what we need our help with, what we need everybody's help with. And right now, obviously, the businesses in the world are struggling too, so they're not helping. Everybody's struggling, but we're just hoping that people will just give whatever they can. And so you can go to our website, click on the donate page, and just give, even if it's 10, 25 bucks, it's all going to help. One of the things that we're doing is we're also changing our subscription series to what we call a Flexi Pass. So that way people can buy tickets, theoretically, to whatever we do in the future, because we don't know what we're going to be able to do. But it's good for anything. And it's good for the shows, it's good for recitals, it's good for any kind of event that we're doing. And that will give us the income that we need now. And that's the most important thing. And we're going to get ready to launch that the beginning of March, or beginning of May, the beginning of May. So we're not the only ones. All the arts are in the same boat, and we all need help. Of course, my organization needs the most help, of course. You know that.
Absolutely. And I hope that I get to have you and a fabulous soprano and some bashful baritone on my couch.
Okay.
And much love to you and your family. And thank you for keeping the beauty of opera alive. I love you bunches.
And we love you too. And stay safe. We'll get through this.
Yes, we will. We have much more to come on CityLine. We're going to take a quick break. Don't go away. We'll be right back.